About 10 years ago, Zoomlion revolutionized the waste management landscape.
We are looking at using all forms of equipment.
And as an ingenious company, what we needed to do is to move a step ahead.
Over the past decade, Ghana's enormous challenge of metropolitan and municipal waste disposal has been tackled with an equally intensive and uncompromising approach by Zoomlion Ghana Limited, the leading name in waste management in the West African sub-region.
When Zoomlion came onto the scene, much of our work centered on collection, and so it looked like we were only used to collection. But then behind the scenes, we were getting our machinery ready for a whole chain to be completed.
This remarkable impact on our environment, health, quality of lifestyle, and economic growth of the people of Ghana by Zoomlion Group is the result of a carefully thought out agenda, a holistic and integrated approach to Ghana's waste challenge. This holistic approach to waste collection and haulage to dump sites involves availability of waste bins, so refuse is not littered.
We are looking at every household getting a bin. Now, with every household getting a bin, management of the waste will be very simple. We are looking at using all forms of equipment to have refuse collected from all forms of settlements.
Tricycles, mini trucks, compactor trucks, and skip loader operations to ensure that on a daily basis, refuse is hauled out of the communities.
When we say holistic approach, it means we are covering the whole spectrum of the waste management industry.
The integrated management solutions to the solid and liquid waste involves separation of waste collected, production of compost from organic waste.
We do some amount of material recovery. We are able to recover some plastics, metals, paper, and bottles. The plastic was being billed to India last year, but there is Yeko Plastics at the Tema Industrial Area that takes care of the PE plastic, the thin film, which we call the sachet water plastic. That is recycled into the black polythene that you see on the market. We are rehabilitating the model plants at Jamestown to have an ultra-modern fecal treatment plant. This is going to put a stop on end to the famous Lavender Hill menace. That is not going to happen anymore.
This multifaceted solution ensures a reduction in waste materials that finally end up at landfill sites. The use of tricycles in waste collection was one pioneering innovation by Zoomlion to effectively cart waste from places that were not accessible to the compaction trucks and skip loaders.
When we started initially with the tricycles, we had the motorized ones and the manual ones. Now with the motorized, it had a 2-stroke engine and a 4-stroke engine type, and with the manual, it was just you ride with your own strength.
Most of the riders were unable to ride over a very long distance, and it was a huge problem for us. So they were not able to collect the volumes of waste that they were expected to collect. And as an ingenious company, what we needed to do is to move a step ahead.
We enhanced the manual tricycle and now using motorized tricycles, what we call the Motor King.
These new tricycle motors have an engine capacity of 200 cc. They have a very good fuel consumption of around 29.5 kilometers to a liter. They can carry a weight of 300 kilos, which is a major advancement of the manual tricycles that we used to use.
In comparison to previous tricycle operations, the Motor King is faster, more durable, a higher loading capacity, and a general improvement on efficiency and safety.
We are eliminating some of the illnesses that were coming up as a result of the old manual tricycles, because people were having to use their own strength, and they would have to ride and climb hills and mountainous areas.
First, most tricycle use manpower, but so far so many motor kings will buy. You always say I normal idea.
Yeah, fast. Bicycle.
They are able to go to the nooks and crannies where the compaction tracks are unable to go.
In view of the overwhelming advantages of the Motor King in waste collection, Zoomlion is embarking on a nationwide deployment of Motor King for use by waste management operatives.
About 50 tricycles will be distributed into each district, and it will have to work with at least 150 of the operatives in each district. The operatives on the field have been put into groups. We have the team of riders, the team of sweepers, and the team of drain cleansers.
Safety on the job is very dear to the hearts of the company. So every single one of the operatives is provided with PPEs. These are the tools that they need to wear. Nose mask, hand gloves, safety boots, reflectors, so that in the course of their work they don't come into contact with any harm or danger.
The Motor King will go into homes and the market and the narrow streets and alleys to evacuate the waste, and then they transfer it to our containers, which are stationed in various parts of the city.
The transfer stations are mini holding sites, temporary holding sites of waste, where the waste is gathered and long-haul vehicles pack them off in the night when traffic is low.
One significant thing about this company is that we give the workers the maximum training.
So the riders will get trained on the equipment that they need to use, either on the tricycles, on the Motor Kings. The drain desilters will also be trained as to how to go about it, best practices and all that. And the sweepers will also be told what exactly to do. Most of the training is done on the job. We have the initial one, and we have the weekly and periodic. It can be monthly, but the bottom line is that at the end of the year, each and every one of them has gone through some form of training.
Undoubtedly, the use of Motor Kings will go a long way to improve speed, efficiency and safety in delivering quality service in waste management.
We don't have any country apart from Ghana, and that is the major reason why the company has invested bringing the motorized tricycles to the system, increasing the fleet of trucks that we have, so that we will improve on the sanitation condition in this country.
Afioni yoni ke ba ma bie kekeji ake amewawo shikeji ameyeni ke no fiano ame atawo heko koni akawoli koni maami e kawo sa maami e ni dane ni maami ape fale ne kasi koni anawoni ni nanutu moe ni wotun.
We do the job that brings about prevention, and as the saying goes, prevention is better than cure. I think we can help this work out for everybody if we are giving the operatives the required respect.
Let us respect our sanitary workers, or they can also be likened to paramedics. They support our health system. In fact, without them, the choleras, the meningitis, the malarias, and all sorts of waste-related diseases will be at our doorstep. Let us also continue to desist from indiscriminate littering. Let us remember the 4 R's: recovery, reduce, reuse, and recycle.